Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to call this episode 531 just because it's going to be a short little catch up. I've basically been out for the count since I returned from Green Door. Terrible fever, basically locked up in bed, coughing my lungs out, and I've only just starting to come good now, so it's been quite a few weeks of being unwell, and I don't even know if I'll hold out with my voice for now, but I just wanted to say an enormous thanks to everyone for this past year, for being subscribers, for all the people that I met, which was wonderful. A bit of a recap, I did go to the Green Door 3 times during this year, and met some amazing people and really feel like I found my tribe and blossomed in that situation. So let's do a little Christmas recap. So I hope everyone had a lovely Christmas. I obviously spent the day in bed. I didn't see any of my family. So it's been quite the year this Christmas. This Christmas is... And I've still had to still go, and even though I was sick, go and feed all the pets because everyone else was on holidays, and I can't just not turn up and leave their pets without food. So it's been a thing. So I just wanted to share a little bit. One of my favourite things at Christmas is getting a ceramic house from Target, and I have quite a display. I will insert a photo here. And Lily found these at House and Garden. No, not House and Garden. Where's she working? Bed Bath and Table is where she's the manager. She's the manager at Bed Bath and Table. She's not really 100% enjoying it, but I think we might get through the I'm leaving phase, hopefully. So anyway, she got a voucher, so she picked me up 2 little tiny ceramic houses to hang on the tree, which are in the lounge, and this is like a little wreath that goes along. So we've decided that I've got so many ceramic houses now, we need a special larger place for them all, and maybe that they need to stay up all year. I love them, they're beautiful. Liz bought me this book, and I know, Kate, if you watch this you'll know because you've got it. It is such a gorgeous book. Adriana Picker, called Blossom. She's also got another one called Petal, I think. But I like the look of this one for now, and it's just got the different seasons. And look at these beautiful, beautiful pictures. Oh, they're just so good. And the watercolours. Beautiful artwork. And broken down into each season. And I love that there's a recipe, because I only recently learnt that you can actually eat magnolia petals. So I'm a bit excited about a few of these plants, find out a bit more about them. But just an absolutely gorgeous book. So that was from Liz, beautiful present. I haven't received my family present because I didn't go, so I didn't see anyone, but this was part of it. Okay, I'm going to try not to breathe too much while I talk. So the Jennifer Clouston Freeform Embroidery book, which apparently is going off like... Yeah, everyone's buying it. It's great, isn't it? Good on you, Jenny. So I haven't really got too much into this, but this is a beautiful book for me to have a bit of an explore and a play. Some crazy quilting ideas, just Jennifer's specific style of work to have a look at. So there's that going on with my embroidery on the shelf. So Lily and I had been shopping to buy, my family always does a $10 Kris Kringle silly game, but we made it 15 this year. And because Lily also got a cough just before Christmas, and she also said she'd come back to see me, and if I wasn't going to Christmas, she wasn't sure she wanted to go to Christmas. So she was minding Liz's house. Liz and Mitch every second year go up to Mitch's family, which is up in northern New South Wales, Ballina area, and they have a dog. So Lily was staying at their house, minding the dog, trying to get to work, trying to do all the things. She's run down. I was too sick. It's been a bit of a thing, actually. But anyway, back onto track of this is she had bought these 2 floral embroidery kits for the Kris Kringle, and I had bought these 2 beautiful little bowls that she'd seen and said, Mum, why don't you get those bowls for the Kris Kringle? They're good. They look great. And they're beautiful. They're like hand, a white ceramic that's sort of handmade. And she said, I want to get these because I'd like maybe to win it. But anyway, she we didn't go. So in the end, we just said, why don't we just swap those as presents? So these are quite amazing because they're at Kmart. I think $7 each or something. Or one was $5 and one was $9, or I don't know, I can't remember. But this is what's inside. So I've just made a very poor go of stitching this at the back. But there's a hoop. There's all the threads that you need, and it's already printed on. I'll open this one so I can show you. So I've done one, and it's a really easy little, do it in a day, couple of hours, and it's quite effective. I mean, it's sort of not as taut as I'd like it to be. I can probably remedy that. But for a couple of dollars, for someone who's new, I feel it's quite a simple project, a simple stitch project, because you've got your hoop, just having a sip of tea, Carol Cupcake, Earl Grey, and we'll get onto that in a second. Very simple little hoop, and easy to put a needle through material. Actually, can we just be grateful for the human body, what it does and what it has to put up with these modern day germs that we can be infected with, and how hard it has to work to get over anything. All right, I need to move that down a little bit, but this, for someone who hasn't done any embroidery, this is going to be quite an easy little project. It has, this is the instruction manual in black and white, but it's got a couple of instructions on different stitches and the instructions on what to do. I didn't really need to read those very much other than to follow the code. Honestly, a very cheap, simple present to give someone. The card's got a little needle. It's got all of the threads you're going to need. And then it's got the colours. So they're even in the little, circle. One is white, so one is white there. And then what they do is they have, so you'll look here. So here's one, it's just one there in that little spot. So then you'll look at this, it says one, and it's got a little star that's a purple star. So if you find your purple star, not purple, it's more a burgundy, it'll say running stitch 2 strands. So you know to thread up 2 strands and to do a running stitch. So 2, and there's a dark, chain stitch 2 strands. Okay, so it's chain stitch for the oranges. and then the white's a running stitch over the top. And that's it for your orange. So it's a fairly straightforward and quick and easy little stitch up. And then you've got a little picture in a frame. I'm actually feeling like, because of this, I was going to give it to Lily. I don't know if she wants it or not, but if not, I think I might cut all the way around and use it on a slow stitch project, or put it in my Roxy's Journal of Stitchery, which I will be back, folks. Just bear with me maybe another week while I'm finishing the most hectic pet sitting. Is always between the 27th of December, right over New Year's Eve till the 1st or the 2nd, where people who don't necessarily go away at Christmas want to go away for that New Year's Eve night. And I'll be back in full force a bit more after that. Okay, so I just got this little bag, a present in the mail today from Sheridan, who I met at Green Door, who is such a generous and lovely person. We had such a great night out when we did the dinner, and Sheridan and I ended up having a very big conversation about our favourite teas. And she has a big tea centre like I do at home, and so she sent me this little gorgeous bag. So the official Reindeer Express. I hope there's some new favourites here for you. Thanks, Sheridan. Well, I'm trying the Earl Grey and I've had the apple tea. And let's just see what's in this little surprise pack from Sheridan. And I'll be sending Sheridan some of my little Japanese teas. So there's chai masala. Nice always to try different brands, because I am a bit of an Earl Grey tea. Well, I'm a French Earl Grey tea. I'm not such a English breakfast, but Lily is, so I think I'll be giving those to Lily. There's another Earl Grey. So a bit of fruity teas. I think I told Sheridan that I'd had a Turkish apple tea when I was up at Castlemaine and just thought it was amazing. So she did put in an apple tea, which I had a bit earlier. So some white peach tea, strawberry tea, a milk caramel tea, and a couple of these peach and passion fruit, mango, lemon and lime, and strawberry. So I'm going to enjoy testing all of these teas out. So red jasmine, vanilla bourbon tea, that sounds interesting. Alfonso, I don't know what, citrus prestige, so I don't know what that is, but this TWG teas, Sheridan highly recommends them. Grand citrus prestige. Okay, so there's a citrus hint with these teas, I think. So, but I don't know what Alfonso tea is. Does it say? A magnificent tea with an alliance of rare mango and a secret combination of fruits and flowers. Okay, so it is a black tea, but it's got all these other ones in. Moroccan mint. Not so much a mint fan, but Lily is. Eternal summer tea. South African thean-free red tea with sweet rose blossoms. Oh, that sounds really nice. So I'm a oolong and a rooibos, which is the South American caffeine-free tea. That sounds really nice. And what's in this little cute packet? So Sheridan was telling me all about this particular brand, which is Japanese, and it's so cute, and she's collected all of the tins, and that sounds really good, but I don't think you can get them anymore. Just little thank you. It's a milk caramel, hot and milk. I don't know, it's in Japanese, but this is the particular brand she was talking about. So thank you so much. What a wonderful present, and how kind and thoughtful. Thank you, Sheridan. Another sip of tea. So I haven't been doing much stitching. I did say to a few ladies I was probably going to have a big break after getting back my hands after driving all that way and stitching for days. I have given my hands a break, and so I haven't been doing a lot, just that, even that little bit, the pain was coming back. So I have decided that I am going to say this is complete, my pouch from the Roxy Girls. This was the wall hanging that is now a pouch. From the last time I've added a bit of this lace here. I've added that edging I picked up at the sewing basket. Added a few little embellishments like the little leaves, little flower, plus stitched over the bird. A little bit. I can probably do a bit more. Done some cantha stitching in a few different colours. Bit more fly stitch vines at the bottom of this one. Not sure, there's probably a bit more I can do on the back. I've done a bit of cantha stitching, but for now I've got all my pieces in here that I love from the girls' workshop, and that's going to stay in there. The other show and tell I've got is that this is the update on the rice bag. So let me get my other rice bag. This is the one I made. I've got two that I've made. So I originally made this one with Alison and Shuji at Green Door. So that was in the middle of the year. Kind of, I think, about my birthday treat, I think it was. And this is all with antique, just the beautiful antique Japanese fabrics that were provided in the workshop, but also that are part of Alison's little stash that she had that we were allowed to look through. And this was the seam that I found that I absolutely just loved that was in her stash. And this one, this is really old vintage Japanese seam. And you always do, this was all by hand, all of it. You make your little tabs, and then you've got this special cording that goes through. So this is my unique, made with antique material one. Then I thought I'd try another one using just some material I had lying around. This was an old skirt. So I was trying to make this one so it was reversible, I think. But I do actually just like it this way. So once again, the tabs, and I'd ask Alison if she could post me down some extra of this cord. So this one was an experiment. And they're all very, whatever the square base is, kind of all the same, like the sides are the same as the base, so each square is the same size, so that they're a square bag. They're not long or oblong, so they're fairly nicely proportioned. And if you wanted to make it bigger, you would just make the base bigger. So what I thought with this one, I don't know if anyone remembers, there was a ridge going all the way through, and it was a lot longer. And in the end, I thought it's just out of balance. It's just not really working for me, being super long and then small at the bottom. I wasn't quite liking that style. So it's still longer than a rice bag, but I've got my tabs and I've got my insert, and I probably should have done it on video to show how I shortened inside and out. It was quite the thing. It wasn't too hard if you have a bit of a brain for that sort of thing, which I was surprised. Sometimes I surprise myself. I think I haven't been stitching since I was a little girl, and I didn't really grow up in a family of stitchers. We came to Australia when I was 2, and any grandparent or auntie that might have stitched, I just didn't get the benefit of spending time with. So Mum didn't really stitch. She would make us a few dresses, but I'm honestly surprised how much I've picked up from all the ladies and from the Roxy girls and Juju, and really grateful for that. So while this was still not, there was still a slit so I could put my hand in, what I did was I stitched up from the line that was there. I folded it up under and then stitched it down and then turned it all inside out and then cut off the excess. So that's ended up being that size. And then I have had this over the outside and measured the base and then worked out how much I needed to tuck up under to shorten it, and then stitched. It's just a running stitch all the way around, and then I've stitched up that little part that I could put my hand in and sew. So it's interesting because it's very padded up at this bit, and then there's just this layer of the outer and just one layer of fabric on the inner. But I think I'm much happier with the proportions, and I've only really, I've only just started to stitch over. So I've used one of Sarah's wools that she gave us for the workshop, very highly variegated dyed, which worked so well on this flower. And I've just started to fill in little flowers, started to stitch the butterflies, and so it's a work in progress. I have just to work out what cord I'm putting in. There is a dark blue, which may be great to offset everything. It's balanced now because it's got the darker colour at the base, so it weighs it down. I think the inside lining is possibly a little bit too big for how the outside has gone. However, it sort of sits, when it's open, it sits nicely, and it could easily have a few things in. I think that's, that works with the inside, but it doesn't. Oh no, that's not bad. I'm going to have to find my cords. Well, I don't know what I did with them. But anyway, this is my little catch up. I'm going to have another, I think I've got another 4 or 5 days of mad hectic. Sleep, cat feed, come home, sleep, try to eat healthy, go and do all the cat feeds, come home, go to bed. 5 more days, and then I'm finished for the end of this year and the start of next year, until whenever the next booking is. So I hope everyone has a lovely, lovely New Year's Eve, and Lily and I have decided we're definitely going to spend some time journaling after the year. The year, I can't say it was a bad year. It was just really, really full and really busy, and had a lot of stuff like Lily moving down and moving into a flat, and then moving her stuff back into storage, and then moving in here. And so it's been busy in a kind of a hectic way, and I think I just got really run down with it all, and I've got to watch my health a little bit better than that. So to everyone, all you beautiful people that are still here and still following me and part of this wonderful community, have a very, very happy new year. And I really, from my heart, sincerely wish you all the best things for this 2025 that's coming up. Bye for now. I'll see you in the next one.